The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Row, row, row your boat back into The Local Show with Tom and Steve. It's been a wet one. Will that affect the way you fish, Steve?
Well, here's what happens. Everything gets muddy and high and miserable, and did I mention muddy? So once it slows down, really, it takes a week for everything to kind of reset.
Golly.
And,
this has to be one of the wettest we've had in a long time.
Yeah. No, it just makes it a muddy mess. Same with golf. You get out there and you're
I know.
Or no carts allowed, or whatever the deal is, depending on your course.
Squishy.
But I see people out there when it's like 45 golfing. I'm like, you know what? I like golf, but I don't like it that much. You see those diehards out there?
Warmer, huh?
No way.
Yeah.
Not me. Not me.
All the way around. Hey, Bill Fisher's with us. He's the CEO of the CNY Regional Market. Relatively new to the position, right, Bill?
Well, it's 10 months now. I started in July. It's almost my first anniversary.
Yeah. Let's get people reacquainted with you. What's your history? You from Syracuse originally?
From Syracuse, Bishop Ludden boy. Went off to college and came back and finished up my studies at the Maxwell School. Got my master's there, yep.
So you got a master's in what? In an MBA?
International relations.
International relations. Okay. Did you ever do anything abroad?
I lived in Berlin for 7 months.
Okay.
But I bought a Macintosh computer in 1984 when they first came out.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of my career has been about software and computing.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. And so what drew you to this position over at the regional market?
When I started talking to the county executive in his office and the board of directors, I realized that there was a great opportunity because there's a strong history, almost 90 years now, of customers from all over the place coming to our market on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. So there was a very good base to build from.
You know what I don't know, and I'm
a lot of things.
Well, yeah, there are a lot. But the regional market diner is not affiliated with the actual regional market, right?
They're a tenant of ours. We love them, yeah.
Oh, so they're a tenant of the property, yeah. I mean, I spend a lot of time there.
Right.
I love that place. Okay, when... And
the great majority of the customer experiences at the market are not directly with our staff. It's with vendors that are out on our markets. It's with the market diner, with the regional fresh poultry market, with the Middle East market. There's just many places to go and get food and drink.
The Middle East market? Is that the one on Park Street?
Is where Buddha's used to be.
So tell us where Buddha's used to be. I didn't know that. What's there?
It's called the Middle East Market.
Okay. What do I find out when I go in there?
All kinds of things from especially the Arab Middle East. Yeah. So all kinds of great oils and
olives.
Foods, olives.
Did they take that whole space?
The whole space.
Okay, I have really not been in there. Shame on me.
It's the Al Harari family.
Yeah,
they're doing great. They got in there in July and they're killing it.
So that group of buildings there that is facing the road, you guys own all that too. The regional market owns all that.
Yeah, we have.
Is it completely full now, or do you have tenants? Okay,
damn near. There might be.
Are you still looking for people, maybe, or?
There might be one or two vacancies on the whole campus.
Yeah, yeah.
There is an empty space where the Mediterranean cafe used to be.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
What
Love that.
we're building there is going to be about a half a dozen kitchens, and we're calling it Park Street Kitchens.
Oh, okay.
And these kitchens will be available hopefully this year, more likely next, for folks that want to rent it for any kind of food service. So there'll be kitchens, ghost kitchens, if you will, for restaurants that want to do more takeout. There's going to be commissary kitchens that can be shared by different.
Where does that model live somewhere else? Because my brain can't get around that. Is somebody doing that somewhere in other cities and this is carrying in, or is this a new idea?
Several hundred of these around the country.
Really?
Yeah, commissary kitchens are quite the thing, yeah.
So I rent it for the day or the week or an hour? How's it work? Or am I there year to year?
Right. Probably 80% of our tenants will be year to year, but we want to hold back some of our kitchens for folks that just want to use it for a day or two. And these might be food trucks, they might be catering companies.
I see.
But it's all food, and that's right where the
food and drink,
where the
food and
Mediterranean
beverage.
market, or is that what it was called there before?
Exactly, and it's going to be called Park Street Kitchens. You might have seen the county executive announced it at his State of the County address, and there were some renderings that were done. We're working with a company called Cloud Kitchens, and Cloud Kitchens operates a couple hundred of these around the country.
Oh my goodness,
they're very successful. Yes.
Okay.
There'll also be takeout, so if you order online, you won't know where it's coming from, but it'll be coming from our Park Street Kitchens.
So farmers market, at least in my narrative, on Saturday. What's on Sunday?
Sunday, don't forget Sunday.
So is it different? Because it used to be different.
It is
the
different.
Same? What's the culture on Sunday?
The focus is the focus is the flea market, but now we have more than a flea market.
So I
there's
can
also
get fresh
produce.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
This time of year, you can get fresh cut flowers. We're going to start to bring in more music and other entertainment on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be taking some advice from what other public markets in the U.S. are doing, and they're making their Sunday markets more than just the flea market.
Yeah.
We don't want to ignore the flea market because we have a great flea.
What are the hours on Sunday?
Sunday's the same as Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, but so if you go down, I'm always like, did it close yet?
Yeah.
Am I going to make it?
Any intention of going past 2 o'clock at all?
Or does everybody go away at that point?
They go away at that point. We're looking at Thursday, perhaps extending the hours a little bit on Thursday. So that's our third
What
market.
are they now, Thursday hours?
It's also 7 to 2. So
I didn't know there was a market on Thursday.
For just the half of the year. So we operate Saturdays and Sundays all around the year. So every day of the year, every week of the year, we have a Saturday market and a Sunday market. Thursdays is just during our grower season, which is roughly from May through October.
So are you considering, Tom and I get out of work, we want to swing by on the way home and pick up some produce on Thursday to open till 6 o'clock? Is that a consideration?
Well, what we're looking at, and they used to do this, I'm told 25 or 30 years ago, one of the unique things about our market is that we've got produce companies. Russo Produce and Junta Produce and D'Agostino Produce. Yeah. And they used to sell right off their front dock. So we're talking to our tenants about bringing that back. Nice. So you can just drive right up to the dock and buy from wholesalers, essentially.
That'd be nice.
I know Mom buys from, is it Ginta? Am I saying that?
Junta.
Okay, you said that.
Like the month of June.
So it's like a gyro's not a euro, or it is a euro. So that place, that's where Mom gets her pickles.
Oh, yeah.
She buys them. That's where she gets.
She makes a heck of a sweet
She buys
pickle,
the cucumbers and that. She gets it at the dock. She's almost 92, backs up and says, okay, give me my, she's got to figure it out.
So the other cool thing about Thursday is that there's, I think, 13 baseball games on Thursdays.
Oh,
and there's still 10 left. And there's a big crowd that Jason Smorrell and the Syracuse Mets get over there. So I sat down with Jason last week for breakfast and told him about doing what we're going to be calling cash and carry Thursdays. And he was very enthusiastic about that. So you'll be able to come by and buy produce, but also probably we have some beverage companies in there. So you'll probably be able to buy we might have kegs. There'll probably be wine slushies, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah,
before the game. And those Thursday night games always start at 6:35.
Sure.
And you've got like $1 hot dogs and $2 beers and all this stuff. So we're gonna do more things to combine the guest experience at the market on Thursdays with what the Syracuse Mets are doing nearby at MBT Bank Stadium.
The market is open and rocking, and the warmer it gets, the more vendors show up. Is that a fair statement?
The vendors show up no matter what.
Okay.
It's the guests.
More guests show up.
But you'd be surprised, even on Saturday, it looks like it's going to rain in the morning.
Yeah.
There'll still be a full house at 7. Okay. When the rain clears, they'll be a little drier, but you'll get the same number.
So this time of year, real quick, I can buy plants. I can buy all kinds of things to plant.
A lot of flowers right now.
A lot of flowers.
A lot of fresh produce because it's growers season. The farmers are starting to see things coming out of the ground again, and you're not having to bring it from other markets. Or grown right here
I
local.
think you guys are a gem in the community.
Thank you.
To me, the market there's not a more exciting place to go with all the different people, the vendors, the different choices, and the stuff costs less, Tom, which is cool.
Couldn't agree with you more.
CNYRegionalmarket.org, Tom.